Battlefield 2042 was one of the roughest launches in franchise history. The game was rushed, missing core features, and didn't feel like the Battlefield fans grew up with. But here's the thing. EA and DICE didn't give up. They took the backlash, they listened, and now with Battlefield 6, it feels like we're finally getting the redemption arc this series deserves. Today we're going to break down how Battlefield made a transition from one of its lowest points in 2042 to one of its most promising comebacks in Battlefield 6. Let's jump in. Battlefield 2042 launched with huge expectations, but ended up disappointing fans. No proper server browser at launch. The class system was replaced by specialists, which broke the Battlefield identity. Maps felt way too open and way too big and empty, making combat frustrating. A laundry list of bugs, performance issues, and missing features, like VoIP at launch. Many players felt like 2042 was trying to be something else, chasing trends instead of sticking to what made Battlefield unique. The teamwork, the destruction, and the whole sandbox chaos. For a lot of fans, Battlefield 2042 wasn't just disappointing. It felt like a betrayal of what Battlefield stood for, right? Changing everything, trying to become somebody that they weren't. To their credit, DICE didn't just abandon the game. Instead, they worked to fix it. Updates brought back more traditional class systems, giving roles clear identities again. They reworked map layouts to improve cover, flow, and close-quarter gameplay. Quality of life improvements like squad, VoIP, UI fixes, and weapon balances. While it never fully escaped its launch reputation, Battlefield 2042 turned into a much more playable and enjoyable game by its later seasons. This phase was so crucial. It showed that EA and DICE were willing to admit mistakes, listen to the community, and actually act on the feedback. Activision needs to take a little bit of notes from Battlefield here. Everything the devs learned from 2042 carried directly into Battlefield 6. The map design is tighter, more focused, and brings back the classic Battlefield flow. The class system is refined. Specialists now feel like they belong instead of replacing core roles. A renewed focus on sandbox destruction and vehicle gameplay, something fans demanded. The UI and the settings are simpler, cleaner, and closer to classic Battlefield, if you could say that. Most importantly though, Battlefield 6 feels like it understands its identity. It's not trying to copy Call of Duty or Apex. It's going back to being Battlefield, back to the roots. Battlefield 6 feels like the developers are finally listening. We know who we are again. This is Battlefield. That's what they're saying. The improvements aren't just about mechanics. They're about restoring trust. Battlefield 6 is giving fans classic large-scale battles with teamwork at the core, better map variety that mixes big open fights with tight infantry combat, more balanced pace of play, less chaotic running and gunning, more tactical opportunities. And the fans who gave up on 2042 are now saying Battlefield 6 feels like home again. It's rare to see a franchise recover from such a low point like they did, but Battlefield seems to be pulling it off, and this isn't just another release. It feels like a full redemption arc. Battlefield 2042 will always be remembered as a misstep, but in a way, it might have saved the series. Without those mistakes, we wouldn't have focused, fan-driven direction we're seeing in Battlefield 6. From failed experiments to lessons learned, Battlefield has fought its way back. And if Battlefield 6 delivers on its promise, this could be the true return of one of the greatest FPS franchises ever made. So what do you guys think? Is Battlefield officially back, or do you think it's too late to win over the community? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Battlefield content. I'll see you out there.